cornerback Greg Newsome in studio with us. Good to see you, buddy. Back
You as well.
Back in the building, and the weather treating you nice. It's beautiful out there today, so that's a win. What do you remember about the Wednesday before the time you were drafted?
Man, what do I remember? It happens. It all happens so crazy. I remember I couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my agent about teams that I can go to, but that night before the draft, I did not sleep. I might have went to sleep at like 4 in the morning. Then I woke up and just got a workout in. Like, I just had to do something. So, no, it was crazy. I didn't sleep at all, though. That's what I do remember.
That's something.
You knew the Browns were a possibility, right, on that Wednesday, or not really?
I didn't. That's the I talked to.
Did you do a 30 visit?
Nah, it was COVID, so we didn't
that's
we didn't have
right.
any visits. But honestly, I thought I was going to Arizona first. If they didn't take Zaven Collins, and then as I started getting past a little bit, I was thinking like Buffalo, Green Bay, because they were all in like the 29 through 30 range. I did not think the Browns at all. Like, I didn't talk to them too much. And then when I got the call, I was super excited though, because Denzel Ward is my favorite player. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that. Dane Brugler had it in his mock. He had Greg.
Yeah,
going.
he was the one.
He had the Greg going here, and you did. What was that feeling like when you did? The phone rings and it's happening.
It was crazy. My heart sank. Like, I was like speechless. I was super excited. I just felt like it was just a life-changing thing for my family.
No doubt.
Obviously going to Northwestern, like, my plan worked in a sense. Like, I said I was going to go back there. I was going to be the first 3-and-out player, and I was going to go in the first round. Like, that was what I said from day one. So for it to come true, like, it meant a lot to me.
It's so interesting. Were you someone who, before you thought it was possible for you to be drafted, did you watch the draft? Was it something that you were, as a kid, do you remember watching it? And what memories do you have of it? Because it's a life-changing thing for the guys that are drafted, generationally changing stuff for the guys who are drafted, and for the teams as well. Like, the fortune, if you don't draft well, you're not a team that plays in the post. It's kind of straightforward.
Yeah. I didn't really, honestly, no, I don't really watch
Yeah.
the draft. The first draft I really watched was Baker and Denzel. Like,
Yeah,
that was
2018.
the one. Yeah, because I remember just watching. That's when I started really, really watching college football, and Baker was a monster. And then I seen him and them both go there. And then there was Chubb in that draft too.
Chubb was in that draft.
Chubb
yeah.
was.
Beginning of the second round.
It was Ward, Baker, and Chubb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an insane draft. Like, I remember, like I said, Ward was one of my favorite players, so I definitely watched that. And then Baker Mayfield going there too. That was really the first draft that I watched.
When you kind of think about, in your 4 years here, now you're entering year 5. Is it crazy how fast that's gone by?
Nah, it's went by super fast. I say that all the time. I was like, I'm still young, but it just feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just yesterday I got drafted. It has went by super fast.
Well, think about the changes in your actual life that have happened since you got drafted.
Yeah.
Just engaged. I mean,
Congratulations
Appreciate
on that.
that.
by the
yeah.
way.
How was that?
Oh, it's amazing. I was just talking to Stefanski down there actually in PJB. I was just like, they were like, man, you're growing up. It's like, I know, from day one to now, I got a beautiful baby girl.
I was going to say, you got a daughter.
Fiance.
Yeah.
So, it's been amazing. They have done a lot for my life, like, just calm me down, taught me a lot of stuff, give me another purpose of playing. So it's been amazing so far.
Yeah, it's one of the things when you think about before we get into the draft tomorrow, I want to ask you about being back in the building. One of the things that we've sensed is just running into you guys, and now you here in studio, just a real focus amongst the players of what happened last year. If that's flushed, not going to happen again. Do you see that as well this week?
Yeah, I see it's a complete difference. I feel like we're all in there. We're all working hard. We're pushing each other to a new limit. And we remember what happened last year. Obviously, you can't forget it. So we're doing everything possible to make sure that doesn't happen again. And I feel like today was a great start for us out there on the field, running, conditioning. You can tell guys have been working very hard just in the weight room. Guys putting up crazy numbers first day. So I think we've been doing a great job so far.
Yeah, I got to talk to MJ yesterday. He's bigger. Obo's bigger. I saw Isaiah McGuire. He is much bigger. A lot of guys obviously kind of took this offseason to really get their bodies in a good spot for the long haul.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing. As soon as the season, obviously, I ended on IR.
It's hard to tell. They were wearing much more fitted clothing than you. You're in a big hoodie. It's hard to see. It's hard to see what's under there.
Yeah, I finished on IR, but from that day on, like, I started training right away. Like, the only week I took off was when I was sick, and that was like 2 weeks ago. But Nah, I've been just grinding the entire time, trying to put on a little bit more weight. Put on 11 pounds of muscle. I got a
Hey, everybody's up like
hoodie
10
on right
pounds.
now,
Yeah.
so everybody don't see it yet. But I put on 11 pounds of muscle.
Awesome.
I feel great right now. My body feels amazing, and I'm just hoping to put everything together this season.
It's pretty wild. You're the last first-round pick.
Yeah.
This one we pick tomorrow, you're the last one between that one and this one. How close have you followed, the process and all of the conversation around mock drafts and what we're going to do at number 2? How close do you keep an eye on that?
Yeah, I look at it a little, especially, we're picking so high. I was just like, obviously, whoever we choose is going to be a crucial part to get us back going. So I definitely, look at it a little bit.
A lot of those mocks have Travis Hunter coming here at the pick number 2, and obviously we don't know anything, and I know you guys don't know either. It's steel trap. But just in terms of what he did last year at Colorado and the idea, and you play one and a half of the positions that he wants to play both of, can you wrap your head around trying to do both, and what would that take at the NFL level?
Me, can I wrap my head? No, I can't, because I didn't do both. But, I've never – if he did it at that level, like college football is very hard. I don't care what conference you're in. For you to be elite in both of those positions, like, it's unheard of. So, I hope he comes out, into the draft and to the team and is allowed to, try it. It'll definitely be very difficult. Obviously, going against, you'll be going against one of the best corners in the league, then having to guard one of the best receivers in the league. But, I'm never going to knock him. If that's what he wants to do, he's proven that he's done it. So why not say he's going to do it again? Like, I didn't do it in college, so I can't say I would do both. But I would never tell a man he can't do something, because we haven't really seen it be done, and we haven't seen it be done this level in college either. And people probably thought he couldn't do it in college. So I'm all for it. If he can help a team win, obviously we're talking about the mock draft. Him coming here, he would help us win. So I'm all for it.
Is it wild to just think about the conditioning it would take to play 150 snaps in a game? 140 snaps in a game?
Yeah, now that's the thing, though. It'll be now. I would say that'll be something that's almost impossible to play every single snap on both sides of the ball.
It'd be a lot less than the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it really would be. It'd be fewer snaps.
Yeah. It would definitely be a lot less. It's just, like in college, for instance, I was playing 110 snaps at Northwestern, like some games on defense. Like, I play 50 snaps now, and I feel completely worse. So the physicality is
different.
It's a lot different. They're grown men all the time. But I definitely think it is possible to do a little package, whether you play full-time receiver, a little package here and there on defense, or vice versa. I think it's definitely possible.
So Denzel said earlier today that it is easier to learn the defensive playbook than the offensive playbook, but playing corner in the league is harder than playing receiver.
Nah, for sure. I think that's offense, they have a lot of stuff they got to go. But, especially at corner, ours is very particular. Like, we know our job. The thing is, can you execute?
Yes.
And definitely in a scheme like us, it's easy knowing what to do, but it's hard to actually physically do it every single play.
So I know, like, on the offensive side, the playbooks are so complex and all of that. But defensively, you guys have to make so many reactions to motions in a split second that all of a sudden who you thought was number 1 could end up being number 2, and it could shift in an instant. That, to me, would be kind of the tougher part about having to make, because everybody's got to be on the same page. Now, if you're just in man and now this guy's 1 and you're on him, then that's easy. But in some of the zone coverages, it can change the responsibilities. And I would imagine, not knowing what they did at Colorado, but it feels likely that the way that we would play quarters against certain looks is probably the rules are going to be different than what he did at Colorado.
Nah, for sure. I think that's one of the things just going from college to NFL, like terminology. A lot of the rules, I mean, Deion obviously had more of a pro-style offense and defense.
Yep.
So a lot of the stuff is probably kind of similar. It's just terminologies, a little bit different. The good thing is he probably won't have to play too much in the slot, I'm thinking, if he did come here. And I bear a lot of that responsibility of getting guys in the right spots, running with motions and doing all the stuff. I try to keep our corners as calm as they can out there. So I'll keep guys calm.
My guess, if he's a full-time receiver moonlighting a corner, in the slot you have to play too much in the run game. I mean, everybody has to play in the run game, but you are basically another linebacker in a lot of those run fits.
A guy getting picked that high, you don't need to be. You don't need to be.
Well, you were picked high. You could still be picked high and be a slot corner, but I'm saying that's the position you play.
Right. Yeah.
If you're going to moonlight, if you're going to be a receiver, moonlight corner, you're not in the box.
Right. Yeah.
Get away from the box. Yes. Outside, or make them play free safety and put them in center field. That's it.
Buddy, it is great seeing you.
Thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
dropping by. It's
course.
great
Good
to
to get
have you
already
back
back.
in town.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the life developments engaged.
Yes.
That's very, very exciting.
Thank you.
It's great to have you back and good to have you here in studio.